Hey, what's up? GW coming to you live. Hey, couple of things real quick. Uh, for those of you guys who wanted a Halloween update, we had about 218 kids, and it went relatively smooth. It just seemed strange that the turnout wasn't as big as it usually is. That being said, there was no one standout costume in the whole bunch. A lot of alien stuff was popular this year. And we had our first drive up. A dude in a Hot Wheels car came right up the walkway. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, gotta hand it to kids, man. They know how to make an entrance. And we held off the rain. It was originally supposed to rain pretty good. But for trick or treat, it was mostly calm, fair, a little windy. But, you know, we. We survived, but it didn't, like I said, it wasn't like your normal turnout that usually happens every other year. Halloween was kind of I don't know, a mundane holiday, if you will, because after that we went in the bedroom, we were tired, and basically watched Growing Pains. Didn't even feel like Halloween. And then you know what happened? We went to the store the next day. I had to go to the bank, and we stopped at the store. And you know what I seen? Christmas stuff now is already out. So they must jump from one holiday to the next. You know, there's no middle ground. It's bang, bang, bang. So I am home today. We're getting appliance switched out. And basically, I've been waiting for that to happen. A couple of things too, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm turning around. Every time I turn around, there's a new horror remake coming down the pipe. I don't know. It's hard to watch all this stuff. It's hard to get involved, you know. So I've been laying off of that. Have been playing the new Call of Duty game, and despite what people say about it, I really enjoy it. I think the campaign was better than it has been in years. I think the storyline and some of the missions that you play, I hope to see incorporated in other Call of Duty games. And sometimes, guys, you just need a break from the Dark Souls style, you know, gaming, and you just want to just have some fun. You know, and you come home, you shoot a ton of zombies, and hey, you know, you're less frustrated. Also, they are finally going to release Seinfeld on Blu-ray. Now, years and years ago, I bought a DVD copy from Amazon. You guys can read my reviews. It's under my wife's name. Basically, I had to get 3 sets to complete a full set because it was all damaged and muddled up. And one DVD, guys, believe it or not, even had a cigarette burn on it. So when I saw this, I'm like, you know what, I should upgrade. And I'm really considering it. But the whole thing about that situation is that when you return something, or at least when you used to return something multiple times, we almost had our Amazon account shut down because they suspected something was foul. And I'm just like going, okay, you know, whatever. But, you know, that is what it is. Nothing major else going on that I know of. But I haven't even seen any good movies lately. Like I said, VHS Beyond was the last good movie that I saw. Rumor has it they're doing a new Friday the 13th, and they also are gearing up for a Peacock series called Crystal Lake. Whether or not that sees the light of day is beyond me because of that legal trial that I think is finally over. You know, I think Sean Cunningham, got the rights to that or something. I don't remember how that all played out, but we're going to see. And also, you know, I'm tired of going on YouTube and seeing trailers for movies that don't exist. You know? I mean, AI is a great thing, and I'm glad it can do what it can do, but it just baffles people, you know. And we most recently watched a documentary of the Trump assassination attempt. It's on Fox Nation, and it was really good. It's called Butler Under Fire. You guys should check it out if you guys are into that. Very well done. Very well done. It's about 25 minutes long, and I'm telling you guys, it is powerful, you know. Also on Fox Nation, they have Cops. You guys remember they took that off the air because of all the police crap that they were doing. You know, people were complaining about this and that. And it's still on there. So I'm watching Cops, you know. Gearing up for Christmas. You know, Thanksgiving's going to come down the pike, and we're going to see what's up. Yeah, nothing really in entertainment news that's too crazy that I know. I didn't read anything. There is a big thing going on that if you guys watched Young Sheldon and the new show, George and Amy's First Marriage or whatever it's called, they're saying that Sheldon in Young Sheldon, we've never watched it, so I can't say, has never ever mentioned Leonard. And the theory abound is that Leonard died. Well, if you remember the end of the Big Bang Theory, Leonard was very much alive. And no one has publicly come out and said, yes, in the show, Leonard's dead. However, they attribute Leonard's death to being the fact that Sheldon never mentions him in Young Sheldon. Sheldon never talks about him. So there's a big debate. And you know what else is still being debated? The end of Sopranos. I turned on my phone the other day, and the death of Tony Soprano, this was a headline. It said the death of Tony Soprano is still unanswered. So I think David Chase come out and said it, that he did die. However, if you go back into that episode called Members Only, there is really no shot of him being killed. Right? Everything fades to black, and millions of people got up that night, smacked their TVs, and went, what the hell? You know? Do you guys remember that? Oh, look it up. It was big time stuff. So, there's no definite answer. I think pretty much that yes, Tony is dead. The only other thing that can harken this out is that now, when you watch The Many Saints in Newark, which is about young Tony Soprano, and I don't know if it's on HBO Max still, but anyway, I got a copy of the Blu-ray. But if you go back in there, there's a shot, and I think it was cut up pretty good, where they're going through a graveyard, and it's at the beginning of the movie, I believe. And you see all the tombstones, right? You know, Christopher Moltisanti. You see Tony's father. You see Tony Soprano. I don't know if you see Tony Soprano, though. That's the thing. I don't know. But then the other story coming out, the reason I mention that is because Edie Falco's character, or Edie Falco, was on there and saying that her part was cut considerably from The Many Saints in Newark. She was going to do a voiceover. So I'm wondering if that scene was shot and actually put in the movie. I'm wondering if fans would have had closure, or is this going to be debated for years to come? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But it's worth checking out because it's still, like, not a definite answer. You know, I don't know. Just like Lost. You know, the ending of that show has been debated since it's went off the air. You know, what really happened to these guys? Were they alive? Were they in purgatory? What happened? Was this all a dream? The possibilities are endless. But, you know, it's crazy. Not a lot of movies coming out that I'm looking forward to be honest with you. I mean, there really hasn't been anything too good. And I don't know if anything's coming down the pike, you know. A lot of movies now are going straight to your streaming services, which I don't need to tell you guys. You guys already know that. And some of them are surprising. Some of them are very surprising. Like Wolves. You know, the George Clooney, Brad Pitt deal. See, that looked pretty good. And that's something that I started to watch a little bit that I can actually say that it was enjoyable. But I don't know why critics missed the boat. I think that if a movie gets released and critics aren't 100% impressed, they trash it. Or if it's not like, a Close Encounters of the Third Kind deal, right? They trash it. Rumors, too, are abound that Johnny Depp is going to continue being Captain Jack Sparrow in the next installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, if you guys remember that whole Amber Heard trial, one of the first things that was debated was, is Johnny Depp going to be back on Pirates of the Caribbean? I mean, I think without him, the franchise would definitely take a hit. So it would be nice to see him. I think it's called The Return of Davy Jones. But if you guys remember, in the very last film, which I forget the name, I want to say it's not on Stranger Tides, but whatever it is, I think it's at World's End or something. Remember in that movie, whatever the last one was, like I said, the name escapes me, they had a throwback to the Disney ride. You guys remember that? That was in the end of the movie. So I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see what comes down the pike here. Also, I know this is long overdue too. There's a couple of people that have watched my channel that I haven't given shout outs to. One is Janice Kazlewski. I hope I said your name right. And I wanted to take a minute and thank her for being a fan. She's always been a friend. She is a very down-to-earth girl. And she works for the government. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And she's been very awesome since the day she's met me. She's cared about anything that personally that goes on with me. So I'd just like to take a minute and acknowledge her and say thank you for all the support. So, wanted to get that out of the way. And Kayla, there's a girl named Kayla. I forget her last name. She doesn't get to watch much movies, guys. She hates horror, but you know what? She listens to me. She, again, works for the government. And apparently she lives in a very tiny house. So, again, I just want to give a shout out to her. She knows who I'm talking about. There's a lot of people, guys, that really, support me. People that I don't mention a lot, like Connor. Connor's a cool dude. Connor is down with everything I have to say. He loves all the movie reviews. His problem is he just doesn't watch them all. My man Dan B is into horror big time like me. So it's a no-brainer that, I keep him on the edge and I tell him what movies are the really, really nasty ones. And he gets right with me, this cat. But that's what I do my job for. I got another dude. I think he's in the Netherlands. His name is Kuva Lutinen. I think I said that right. The guy is great. Every time I drop a review on a movie, he'll harken back to me and he'll say, hey, dude, I remember this movie. Great job. My man JC. Like I said, y'all know Josh Klaus. Y'all know that cat. That cat has been down with me. And sometimes, what happens, guys, is that you're friends with somebody, at work or outside of work, and y'all never get together, but he's always around. He always makes you feel better. And JC, my man, is great. He asked me to do the Predator 2 review. So I hope I did that well done. Yeah, nothing else. Like I said, just a mundane day, But I just wanted to get on here and drop a little bit of a line and say, hey, it's what I've been up to. I was gonna drop a video this weekend, but I had a lot of things going on down through the pike, guys, and I wasn't able to sit down and actually do and give you guys a proper review. So yeah, that's all I can tell you. yeah, like I said, Halloween's over. We still got candy, 218 kids. I got hit up by my first robot Mac machine, though. That was pretty cool. So we had our first drive up and our first robot, Mac machine, which is pretty cool. And, we had a lot of dogs this year, too. Me and my wife always debate. We always debate about, are we going to get dog treats and this and that? And you know what? We never do. And when we don't, sometimes you don't get any dogs, and sometimes you get like little puppies and whatnot. But they was all cute. Went off without a hitch. Anyways, it's GW. Hopefully I have something different for you. Next time I do a movie review or something, we'll watch something crazy. All right. Talk to you then. Bye.